Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Gold Label, Mr.Miracle, and Sandman. So both of these figures are exclusive to Target. I found these in Hesperia, California. I was out there for a wedding this past weekend. I stopped by their beautiful Target they have there, and yeah, they were just sitting on the shelf. There was actually like 2 or 3, or at least 3 Sandman figures, but only one Mr.Miracle. So I don't know what the case breakdown is for these. These are gold labels, so again, only going to be available at Target. But usually these type of figures are, dare I say, easier to find. Even like Orion, which was a gold label, I was able to find at my Target. But hey, that's me, where I live. Hopefully, I'm not sure how hard these are to obtain, but I think you will be able to order these on the Target website if you haven't been able to pre-order them already. So yeah, and the nice thing is these are regular Multiverse figures in the $20 range, the higher end on $20, but still, you know, nothing collector edition, theatrical, deluxe, yada yada yada. So I'm glad to, you know, spend a normal sort of amount of money on these 2 figures. But yeah, we got Mr.Miracle, we got Sandman. Very excited to take a look at both of these. That's a really good looking Mr.Miracle. He's got his little floaty disc things. And then there is Sandman. But yeah, without further ado, let's get these guys out of the packaging and let's take a closer look. Alright, so there are both figures outside of the packaging. Here's the trading card for Sandman. Really love that artwork. And I like that the figure kind of looks like the artwork, not just the design, but the shadows and whatnot. I really like the way they were kind of going for like a kind of watercolor kind of look there, and I think that looks awesome. So very nice artwork. I'm not too familiar with this incarnation of Sandman, or this suit in particular. I don't recall it looking like this back in the day, but I haven't been following Sandman's adventures as of late. But it's a cool look for Sandman nonetheless. And of course, Mr.Miracle. There's the trading card for Mr.Miracle there. Very nice artwork as well. The bio. And then there are the figures. Of course, the usual DC figure stand. And then they each come with accessories. Mr.Miracle with those little floaty disc things. And then Sandman with his smoke gun. I think that's what we're calling it, right? A smoke gun or whatever. So let's take a look at Sandman first. So yeah, I love the way this looked. I didn't pre-order it because I'm like, oh, I have a Sandman. I didn't really care to get another one. But man, once I saw it in person, again, the paint on it, I just love the dirtiness of the coat, the shadows. Love that green they used. The black looks really nice. The goggles look fantastic. Well, the goggles is part of the mask, obviously. But yeah, just such a cool look to it. None of this comes off. It's all one piece, but it looks really cool. Just really like the way it looks. The gun does come off as well, so you can take it off. But yeah, I just really like the way this turned out. Looks really nice. There's that. Yeah, articulation there. It's hollow in the middle here, but you can't really bend it backwards much. A little bit, or forward. But I still think it just looks cool. It's going to look really nice. It's going to have some nice shelf presence with the rest of the Justice Society. So there you go. There is Sandman. Very cool looking Sandman figure. Alright, next up, Mr.Miracle. Yeah, I really like this figure. It might be my favorite Mr.Miracle figure that I own. I don't recall if Mattel made one. If they did, I never got it. I have the DC Direct version. One of them. I don't know how many they did, but the one I have isn't that great. Actually, I have 2 versions. I have the DC Direct and the DC Direct Icons version. The Icons one is actually really cool. It's like this metallic version of Mr.Miracle, but it's really small. It's like a 5-inch scale figure, so it doesn't scale well at all with any of my other figures. So I'm really happy the way this one turned out. I think it's just a beautiful, good-looking, classic Mr.Miracle figure. The head sculpt looks really nice. The cape, I think it must be using Alan Scott's cape. I'm fine with it being plastic. I think it looks great. Yeah, I think this one looks really nice. Range of motion there. Obviously, this is reusing, I forget whose body. I think it must be Green Lantern's, probably Alan Scott. But yeah, I think it looks great. I think it's a really fun, classic looking Mr. Miracle figure. There you go. All right, let's see how these figures look next to a few other McFarlane figures. All right, so there is Mr. Miracle next to Orion and Metron. They look great together. The similar styling, classic looks. Man, they just look really nice together. We'll love to get a Big Barda figure before the line ends. A lot more new gods. I have Calabac there somewhere. I should have put him up here as well, but that's okay. I'll save that for a reel or something. But yeah, he looks fantastic. Looks great with Metron and Orion here. All right, let's see how Sandman looks next to a few other figures. All right, so there he is next to Alan Scott, Green Lantern, and Starman. So there you go. The Justice Society is filling out its ranks quite nicely from McFarlane Toys. Hopefully we get a few more before the line ends. We'd love a Stargirl and a few others that I can't remember at the moment. That'd be nice. But anyways, I love this version of Sandman. I think he looks fantastic, as well as Mr. Miracle over here. Both really nice, gold label figures that the Target has. Hopefully you won't have too much trouble finding these, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and have a great day.